You're fine. You didn't mess anything up.
Yep, everybody's still in the picture. Did we use the little thing that the globe sits in?
No.
Oh. We're just not using it?
He didn't. I did. Theoretically, there's a little pillow that's supposed to say what it's doing.
That is gone.
No, I know exactly where it is.
Oh.
It's in my house.
Oh, okay.
Let's fix it.
Okay.
It was stuffing itself.
Good evening. Your cooperation in creating and maintaining this sacred space is greatly appreciated. Let's begin by chanting 3 ohms together. Opening prayer. Divine oneness of being that man calls God, ascended masters and teachers, guides who overlight circle of light, and our own personal guides and loved ones in spirit, thank you for coming in closely at this time. Thank you for working with us and through us as we gather here today to align our mind with your higher mind, so mote it be.
So mote it be.
Please open to the first page of your book and we will say together the universal greeting. If this is new to you, please watch the service workers to follow along with the interactive hand movements. I
offer you peace. I offer you friendship. I offer you love. I hear your needs. I see your beauty. I feel your feelings. My wisdom flows from a higher source. I salute that source in you. Let us work together.
Please turn to the next page and we will say together the 9 principles of spiritualism.
We believe in infinite intelligence. We believe that the phenomena of nature, both physical and spiritual, are the expression of infinite intelligence. We affirm that correct understanding of such expression and living in accordance therewith constitute true religion. We affirm that the existence and personal identity of the individual continue after the change called death. We affirm that communication with the so-called dead is a fact, scientifically proven by the phenomena of spiritualism. We believe the highest morality is contained in the Golden Rule. Whatsoever ye would that others should do unto you, do ye also unto them. We affirm the moral responsibility of the individual, and we make our own happiness or unhappiness as we obey or disobey nature's physical and spiritual laws. We affirm that the doorway to reformation is never closed against any human soul, here or hereafter. We affirm that the precepts of prophecy and healing contained in all sacred texts our divine attributes proven through mediumship.
Reverend Karen, if you need to say.
Yes. Tonight's meditation is based on some reading I was doing about the worship of the Earth Mother, Gay, or some people pronounce it Gaia, as it was performed in ancient Greece. And many of the temples dedicated to the Earth Mother, while there would be the large main public temple on the surface, there would also be another hidden temple below that was approached through a tunnel. Some of the more interesting ones, they actually went down through a tunnel and came back up into the altar space. So tonight's meditation is kind of based on that journeying into the bosom of Mother Earth and kind of contemplating how that would go.
Thank you. We welcome your donations to help us maintain our presence in the community. You may donate via our website, circleoflightstl.org, or through our Facebook page. Thank you for your donations. All funds received help us in our mission to seek, develop, and teach the knowledge of the relationship between humanity and spirit. The crystal globe displayed here is filled with prayer and energy for healing Mother Earth and all her children. Everyone is welcome to contribute prayers for world peace and world healing. We invite you to add your energies to this sacred sharing. We will now say the prayer for spiritual healing found on the next page, after which there will be a short silence for you to softly say the names of anyone that you would like to receive extra healing this week.
I ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from my mind and body and to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. I ask the great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help and to restore them to perfect health. I put my trust in the love and power of God.
Current announcements.
We have a business meeting tonight.
Business meeting tonight after service. Communion is on the weekend of Thanksgiving, which I think is Sunday, the
1st of December.
1st of December, that's right. 30th is Saturday.
Uh-huh.
And if I get the clear from our host, Grace United Church of Christ, we're going to have another sound healing event on Saturday the 30th.
Oh, excellent.
Yep.
Oh, excelente.
30th of
There was,
December.
anyway.
Of November or December?
Oh, yeah, November.
November.
Thanksgiving
Cool.
weekend. Yeah.
This month.
Excellent. Glad that went over so well.
Yep.
And then 2 weeks after that is our annual solstice dinner. So we'll be putting a pin post up on our Facebook page for people to indicate in the comments as to what they'd like to bring.
We're gonna cover a dish with food in it.
Excellent.
That's the plan.
So we'll be seeing you around.
Yep, and if you're coming to communion, please let us know ahead of time whether you are okay with drinking something alcoholic or whether you would like something non-alcoholic so that we're prepared.
And you can, I've actually already bought
Okay.
the non-alc, so we're good.
Wonderful.
And if you're coming and you have any gluten problems, let us know about that also.
That definitely we need to know about ahead of time.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you, Karens. Once again, we thank you for donations. Now a prayer over the offering. Divine oneness of being in all of your forms, thank you for filling our donations with your divine light to maximize their potential and effectiveness. So more to be.
So more to be.
That brings us to the message portion of the service. Please actively listen to each message as these come from universal source via our guides. They may be tailored to the individual, but they deliver wisdom to the whole. Please address questions about messages to the message bearer after the service. To welcome each of our spirit workers, we sing together to raise the vibrations in our circle. We view the word God as a universal term for deity, rather than signifying any one particular path. Our message bearer tonight will be Reverend Karen. Let's welcome her with the song "Revive Us Again," verses 1 and 2.
We praise thee, O God, for the Son of thy love, for Jesus who died and has now gone above. Hallelujah, I'm spiritualist. Hallelujah, amen. Hallelujah, I'm spiritualist. Revive us again. We praise thee, O God, for the Spirit of life, who has shown us our Savior and scattered our night. Hallelujah, I'm spiritualist. Hallelujah, amen. Hallelujah, I'm spiritualist. Revive us again.
All right, I'm Reverend Karen, and I'm working tonight with Dr. Pasteur, White Mountain, Running Buffalo, and Stargazer. Reverend Karen, it is no surprise to me that the imagery that I'm being given has to do with those lower three chakras, those chakras that connect us to our tribe, our community. It's a case of they are tuning in to you and with you for this meditation that you're planning to do, and will be working with you as you move through that, giving energy to those chakras to keep you focused in that area and that grounding energy.
Thank you.
Samantha.
Yes.
Well, we haven't gotten to winter yet, thankfully, but the imagery they're giving me is very winter imagery, particularly icicles, and they talk about how, okay, they're indicating to me that water in any of its forms is both potentially useful and potentially harmful. And so they're saying, when water is very useful to us, but floods are destructive. Steam is very useful to us, but also destructive. Ice is very useful to us, but can be very dangerous. So, and water, of course, as we know, is the emotional plane. So it's all a matter of what temperature do you want your water to be, and are you using your emotions for good or ill? Lois.
Yes.
Lois, we're in a time where everybody is very nervous about the election. But what Spirit is indicating to me is it's a matter of community. What community do you resonate with? What community do you want to support? What community do you feel yourself a part of? And regardless of the outcome of the election, to continue to keep your focus on those communities to whom you are affiliated. Jeffrey. Jeffrey, we're always talking about before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water, and after enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. And you're going, that's great, that's great. But I would like easier ways to chop wood and carry water if it's all the same to you. There are easier ways to do it. And Spirit is like, we know. There are an infinite number of ways to be contemplative. You have the way that works for you, and for some people it's chop wood, carry water. Don't feel like your way of contemplating the vastness of the universe is somehow wrong simply because it's not the same as how some other people do it. It's the way that works for you. Tom. Tom, Spirit is showing you sitting with a percussion setup that Neil Peart would be proud of. It's got everything. It's got, hanging pipes for you to beat on. It's got a gong. It's got the full drum setup. I mean, it's got everything short of koto. And I said, you can make a joyous noise in any way you like, and you can make it as loud as you like, or you can make it soft. I mean, the volume is not the key here. We can hear it no matter what volume you do it at. So however you want to express yourself and get that rhythm out there, they are listening. Reverend William. There is something that is inherently satisfying about starting with a blob of virtually nothing, like a lump of clay, or, anything that is just this amorphous substance, and molding it into exactly what you are trying to express. And that's the way artists are working. They are making manifest the things that they see in their mind and bringing it out in their artwork. But you can still do that at a higher energetic level. There are things you can take a lower energetic form and work with it and bring it up to a higher energetic form, even if you don't see it manifest on the third degree. So just keep that in mind. If there are things that you want to work with at a different energetic level, there are no limits. Thank you for allowing me to stand between the worlds.
Thank you, Reverend Karen. That brings us to the meditation led by Reverend Karen.
All right. Please relax and assume a comfortable position with arms and legs uncrossed. And take several deep cleansing breaths. Breathe in, breathe out. And as you breathe in and out, feel yourself connecting to the earth below. Feel the energies of the earth as they climb up your legs and up your spine, and breathe in and out. Feel yourself bathed in the energy of the sun and the wind, letting go of worldly cares around you, releasing all of the tension that may be present in your body, laying aside cares and responsibilities. If they need to be picked up, they will be here when we are done. And take a few more breaths in and out. And as your gaze turns inward, you find yourself coming to another place, another time. Night has fallen, and through the trees you can see the flicker of the lights in the temple for your village, where many People in your family and your friends have gathered to feast. But tonight, you do not join them. You have chosen tonight, the night when the veil between the worlds is still thin. You have chosen tonight to commune with the Earth Mother. You travel down a narrow path that winds its way to the base of the hill beneath the temple. The way is dark, for there is no moon tonight. But this is a path you are familiar with. As you approach the end of the path, a clearing opens and a cave appears in front of you. The opening of the cave is darker than the cliff around it. But you have no sense of fear because you know that this is simply a gateway into the bosom of Gaia, the Earth Mother. And you set your feet on the path into the cave. And as you enter it, you see a glow down the tunnel ahead of you. The path is smooth and even. And as you approach the end of the tunnel, it opens up into a warmly lit room. And in the center of that room is a very simple stone altar with a statue of Gaia in all her glory as the Earth Mother on its center. And in front of that altar is a bench. And you reverently approach the altar and say a small prayer of thanks to Mother Earth and take your place on the bench. And as you gaze upon the statue of Mother Earth, you notice a beat, a drum beat. At first, low and slow, but your heartbeat begins to match it. And as you become one with that beat, you realize that this is the heartbeat of the Earth Mother. And as you continue to listen to this beat, you find not only your heart beating in sync with it, but your breathing is now in rhythm with it. And as you become one with that beat, you find that the lights around you are also dancing in beat with the music. And all around you is that harmony, that heartbeat of Mother Earth. And as you sit and contemplate, you begin to think about, have I wronged Mother Earth? Are there things I must ask for her forgiveness? Maybe you remember a time when you were careless and didn't clean up after a picnic in the park, or some other minor transgression like that. You may also think about the things in your day-to-day life. Are you doing them in a way that harms or benefits Mother Earth? And as you think through these things, you also begin to get the feeling of forgiveness. And you hear, along with that drum beat, a gentle voice that seems to say, all is forgiven. I know the world you live in and the restrictions that you work with. And I see into your heart and know that you care. And that begins to lift a weight off your shoulders that you were not aware you had. And then you think about all the projects that you have planned and which ones would benefit from the Earth Mother's energies. And as you sort through those plans, you feel a bit of acceptance with certain projects, as if Mother Gaia is saying, yes, this one is most in tune, or this one will benefit your community, or this one will benefit your growth. And as you finish contemplating those items, you ask the Earth Mother, but what can I do for you? How can I be a better steward of the physical world around me? And she simply replies with if you love yourself and those people, animals, and everything around you, then you will be a good steward of my children. And you listen as the drum beat slowly begins to fade out. And the Earth Mother once again speaks to you and says, be at peace, my child, and take this, my gift of earth energy, with you as you go back to the physical plane. And as the drum beat dies out completely, you stand up and give another prayer of thanks to the Earth Mother. And you begin the journey out of the tunnel. And as you approach the mouth of the cave, you realize that you've been there all night, for the dawn is breaking. And as the rays of the sun hit your face as you leave the cave, you feel that energy, that gift of Mother Earth residing with you. And you take that energy and you take the path back up the hill to your village temple, where you rejoin your friends, your family, who have just wrapped up their celebration. And as you feel that welcoming energy, you recognize in that the love of community, that love from Mother Earth, and you realize that you are always connected, that you don't have to take the journey into the cave every time. You can simply connect with those around you. And as these feelings of welcoming and acceptance continue, you begin to feel the tug of your physical body, and you begin to float away from that space. And as you are pulled back into your physical body, and you feel the weight of gravity of Mother Earth, you settle in, and when you are ready, you can wiggle your fingers and toes and be here and be now and be present. And when you are done, open your eyes.
Closing prayer. Divine oneness of being, thank you for holding us and keeping us safe as we walk in your light. So may it be.
So might it be.
Please stand with us in unity as we sing together. Let there be peace on earth and in the earth and with the earth.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as Creator, family all are we. Let me walk with my family in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin